She stopped going out with me after I acted a bit distant and was playing the game.
Well, again, if a girl, as Adam Carolla said, and that quote's in my book, it's women are pretty easy. If they like you, they open the doors for you, and all you really have to do is walk through. But if the door starts shutting in your face, well, you walk
Mhm.
away.
Yeah.
And so if he fucked up, if he was jerking her around, and maybe she was raised by a good father that taught her how men act when they really sincerely, authentically care, and how the Chad Thundercock dickhead acts.
Just playing the game, like he
Yeah,
said.
exactly. He's like, that guy doesn't care about you, and he points it out. And he's like, oh, thanks, Daddy. He's like, I love you, Princess.
Yeah.
And then she disappears.
Hmm.
You know, I've seen a lot of guys watching the red pill stuff. Over the last few years. Not so many lately, but up until about 6, 8 months ago, I was having a lot of phone sessions with guys that had been successful with my work, and then they got into the red pill stuff, and then they just started being a dickhead, and then all their success went away.
Mm.
And I mean, you even got the Tates disavowing, oh, we have nothing to do with red pill because it's pretty much become toxic.
Hmm.
And again, how is it really helping people? So it's probably been 4 or 5 months, I think, since the last time I talked to somebody who's like, yeah, I fucked my relationship up, or I was having a lot of success with the ladies, girls loved me, and I started watching red pill stuff, and then they were like, they just repulsed women,
Yeah.
and they didn't even realize, because it happened subtly and slowly over time. They went from having a very fun, playful, welcoming vibe that women felt safe, to where they were just bitter and angry, and women no longer felt safe with them, and so they would avoid them like the plague.
Yeah.
And then once they came back and started watching my stuff, it's like they woke back up,
Hmm.
and then their success returned.
That's how I was feeling when my boyfriend kept showing up just irritated and annoyed after work now that he has his new job. And I'm just
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't calm.
yeah, he wasn't chill. He didn't leave that at work. He brought it with him. So it's
Yeah,
just,
because he was just basically unhappy,
yeah,
and he brings his unhappiness to you. And it's like,
I'm just like, I don't need that. It was unenjoyable, but there are some guys who, because I think his issue is that he said he started to become distant in playing the game. So I think he was maybe trying
yeah, she may
to
have just he
be,
was treating her like one of the girls in his rotation,
yeah,
and he
like,
didn't give a shit. And I had a guy last summer that he told me their channel, and this guy was a guy that had learned. He cherry picked my work,
mhm.
and he was like totally anti relationship, and so he's doing videos and getting tens of thousands of views in these videos, telling men to cheat on their wives. That you basically have the right to do that, and she'll just put up with it. And he's successful, and he's listened to this guy, and he started fucking somebody that he met through work, and the wife found out about it, and she was raised by a good family, and she's like, she was gonna put up with it.
Yeah.
She was ready to walk on his ass, and he kind of came to his senses, and because they got kids together, and he hired me to help him put his marriage back together, and he was successful at it.
Oh,
But he learned his lesson.
yeah. That's a stupid thing to do. Like,
Yeah, he's listening to some
seriously.
fucking late 20s, early 30-year-old kid that's got no fucking experience, comes from a broken home, cherry picked my work. Basically, this guy totally plagiarized my work and gives me zero credit. And on top of that, he did videos talking shit about me
Oh,
to clout chase, because all you have to do is put my name in a video and talk shit, and
your
it
supporters will be
agitates.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, the algorithm is going to push that. Any kind of controversy or Jerry Springer like stuff, it's and so I saw a bunch of guys start their channels doing videos talking shit about me, just because they're trying to grow their business.
Hmm.
And then they're just doing stupid things, and they're totally incompetent men, and they're wrecking families.
Right.
They're wrecking people's marriages and relationships,
Hmm.
because they don't know their asshole from a hole in the ground.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to him, like in this situation where she won't contact him?
Well, I mean, if she's not willing to contact you and engage with you, then there's nothing you can do. The door is slammed in your face, and if they're still talking, he's like, well, hey, call me if you change your mind. And you just walk away. And she may come back, she may not. He may have totally burned the bridge.
Right.
But, because that happens a lot. Rejection breeds obsession. guys are with a girl and they don't really give two shits about her, and her father did a good job, and they finally figure out that the guy's not sincere, and they'll dip because they'll go talk to their dad about it, and their dad will tell them the way it is, and they'll go, "Oh, thanks, Daddy, I love you," because he's her rock, and they walk away, and that kind of thing is what causes a guy like that to change his behavior. But at the end of the day, he probably didn't really care too much about her. He only cared when she dipped on him.
Yeah, when she disappeared, he was like, "No, my little candy, it's gone now."
So it's like, don't be a dickhead. Don't be a doormat, but also you don't go all the way to the other side where you're being just an asshole. Because you'll get some fucked up women that'll stick around and put up with that. But a girl that's raised right, raised in a good family, it's like she won't put up with that. Because again, her dad did a good job.
Yeah.
But the girls from broken homes and the OnlyFans girls and all those chicks that are always on these podcasts where they're just getting ripped to shreds by these dudes, Jerry Springer style. It's very entertaining, but how is it really? Who's that actually helping?
I feel like guys don't keep in mind of that. Like if she was raised by a good father, like you think he's gonna allow you to treat his daughter like that without showing up?
Oh, they'll get involved.
Yeah.
They'll pull a guy aside and.
My mom does that for me. My mom's that type.
Does she do that to your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she grabbed him by the ear.
Like,
come here.
Not like that, but yeah.
Metaphorically.
Harsh words. Metaphorically, yeah.
She ripped him a new one. And what did he say? Did he comply?
This is when he tried getting back with me. A long time ago.
Oh, this is when you were still in Orlando, or once you got back down here?
Once I got back down here and I told her that we had rekindled.
Oh, did she do this in person or over the phone?
I think it was over the phone.
Oh, so she called him.
She had a conversation with him. She was like, "You better make sure this is really what you want. Don't be messing with my daughter."